Sharon Tate was a Hollywood actress on the rise, known for her beauty, talent, and charm. She was quickly becoming one of the most beloved stars of her time. But in 1969, her life was tragically taken in one of the most notorious and brutal crimes in American history. Her death shocked the world, leaving behind questions and sorrow that still linger today. Sharon's story is not just about her tragic end, but also about the bright and promising future that was cut short too soon. Sharon Tate was born in Dallas, Texas in 1943, and from a young age it was clear that she was destined for something special. Her striking beauty led her to participate in local beauty pageants, where she often won titles. As a teenager, her family moved frequently due to her father's military career, but Sharon's charm and grace stood out wherever she went. By the time she was in her late teens, her modeling career had started to take off, laying the foundation for what would become her path toward Hollywood stardom. In the early 1960s, Sharon Tate made the bold move to Los Angeles, determined to pursue her dream of becoming an actress. Like many aspiring actors, her journey started with small roles in television shows. She appeared in a few guest spots, but it wasn't long before her natural talent and beauty began to catch the attention of people in the industry. Tate's early roles showcased her potential, and she quickly became someone to watch. Her charm and captivating screen presence made a lasting impression, helping her gain recognition. She was on her way to establishing herself as a rising star in Hollywood. Sharon Tate's breakout role came in 1967 when she starred in Valley of the Dolls. In the film, she played Jennifer North, a beautiful actress struggling to find success in Hollywood. While Valley of the Dolls received mixed reviews from critics, Sharon's performance was widely praised. Her portrayal of Jennifer showed a more vulnerable and emotional side to her acting, and it was clear that Sharon had a unique talent. This role marked a turning point in her career, bringing her greater recognition and solidifying her place as a rising star in the film industry. As Sharon Tate's career grew, she became known not just for her acting but also for her stunning beauty and grace. In Hollywood, she was seen as the epitome of glamour, embodying the image of a rising star. Her elegance and charm captivated fans and filmmakers alike. Beyond her looks, Sharon was adored for her kind and gentle personality. She was down to earth and approachable, which made people love her even more. In an industry often focused on fame, she remained humble, becoming a symbol of the golden age of Hollywood glamour. Sharon Tate's life took a romantic turn when she met director Roman Polanski in the mid-1960s. The two met while working together on the film The Fearless Vampire Killers. Sharon starred in the movie, and Roman was the director. Their connection on set quickly grew into something more, and they soon became inseparable. In 1968, Sharon and Roman got married, and their relationship became the talk of Hollywood. They were seen as one of the industry's most glamorous couples, always in the spotlight. Their love story was admired by many, symbolizing the magic and allure of Hollywood romance. In 1968, Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski married, and their union seemed like something out of a Hollywood fairy tale. They were the picture-perfect couple, embodying the glamour, excitement, and luxury of the entertainment world. Sharon, with her beauty and grace, and Roman, a talented and acclaimed director, were often seen at the most exclusive events, admired by fans and the media alike. Their life together appeared to be full of love, adventure, and success. But despite the happiness they shared, their story would soon take a heartbreaking and tragic turn, shattering the fairy tale image that surrounded them. In 1969, Sharon Tate was eagerly looking forward to the arrival of her first child. This was supposed to be the happiest time of her life. She was excited about becoming a mother and shared her joy with those around her. Sharon embraced her pregnancy with grace and anticipation, preparing her home and life for the new chapter ahead. Friends and family spoke of how glowing and happy she was during this time, as she dreamed of the future with her baby. It was a golden moment for Sharon, filled with hope and the promise of a bright new beginning. In the late 1960s, a dark presence began to creep into the bright lights of Hollywood, the Manson family. Led by Charles Manson, this group of followers became known for their strange and disturbing behavior. Manson, a failed musician with a dangerous charisma, convinced his followers that he was a sort of messiah, preaching twisted ideas about race and violence. The Manson family lived together in isolation, cut off from society, but their influence was growing. They soon became infamous for their bizarre actions and dangerous beliefs. Little did Hollywood know that this dark cloud would soon bring tragedy to its doorstep. On the night of August 8, 1969, Sharon Tate was at her home in Los Angeles, surrounded by friends. Roman Polanski was away in Europe, leaving Sharon to enjoy an evening filled with laughter and companionship. They relaxed in the warm summer air, unaware of the horror that was about to unfold. The atmosphere was calm and friendly, with no hint of the tragedy that would soon strike. As the night went on, the group felt safe and at ease, not knowing that a dark force was lurking nearby, ready to change their lives forever. None of them could have foreseen the shocking events that were about to take place. On the night of August 8, 1969, the peaceful atmosphere at Sharon Tate's home was shattered. Members of the Manson family, following Charles Manson's orders, invaded the house. They were armed and filled with a twisted sense of purpose. As Sharon and her friends enjoyed their evening, the intruders entered, bringing chaos and terror. The attack was brutal and shocking. Sharon, who was 8 months pregnant, was among those who lost their lives that night, along with her friends Jay Sebring, Abigail Folger, Wojciech Frykowski, and Stephen Parent. The violence was senseless and heartbreaking. The tragic events of that night left a deep scar on Hollywood and the world, marking a dark chapter in history. The loss of Sharon and her unborn child would forever be remembered as a devastating moment of pure evil. The news of Sharon Tate's brutal murder sent shockwaves through Hollywood and the entire world. People were in disbelief that such a horrific crime could happen to someone so beloved and glamorous. The crime scene, filled with violence and tragedy, seemed to target the very heart of Hollywood. This shocking event shattered the illusion of safety and glamour that the entertainment industry projected. Actors, directors, and fans were left reeling, grappling with the reality that their world had been touched by such darkness. The murders raised questions about safety in a place known for its sparkle and allure, forever changing the landscape of Hollywood. In the days following the murders, police launched a frantic investigation to uncover the truth behind this heinous crime. Officers worked tirelessly, gathering evidence and interviewing witnesses, but the initial confusion and fear made the task daunting. People in Hollywood were on edge, worried that anyone could be the next target. The brutality of the attack left many questioning their safety and the security of their community. As detectives pieced together the details, they began to uncover a web of connections that linked the Manson family to the crime. Each clue brought them closer to understanding the motives behind the shocking violence that had shaken Hollywood to its core. The investigation would reveal a chilling story that no one could have imagined. After weeks of investigation, authorities finally tracked down the members of the Manson family involved in the murders. Law enforcement officials pieced together evidence that led them to a secluded compound where Manson and his followers were hiding. When the arrests were made, the world was shocked by the twisted motives behind the killings. Charles Manson had convinced his followers that they were part of a revolution, preaching a bizarre philosophy that led them to believe their violent actions were justified. The revelation of their motivations was unlike anything the world had seen before. It painted a disturbing picture of manipulation and madness, showing just how far Manson had influenced his followers. The capture of the Manson family marked a crucial turning point in the case, bringing some sense of closure to a grieving public. The trial of Charles Manson and his followers became one of the most infamous legal proceedings in history. As the case unfolded, it attracted massive media attention, turning the courtroom into a circus. Reporters from all over the world gathered to cover the shocking details of the crimes and the twisted beliefs of the Manson family. During the trial, Manson and his followers were held accountable for the brutal murders of Sharon Tate and her friends. The proceedings revealed the disturbing nature of their actions and the influence Manson had over his followers. The public was captivated, watching as the trial exposed the darkness that lurked behind Hollywood's glamorous facade. In the end, justice was served as Manson and several of his followers were convicted. But the scars of that tragic night would remain in the hearts of many forever. Sharon Tate's murder and the crimes committed by the Manson family changed Hollywood forever. The shocking violence exposed a darker side of the entertainment industry, making stars more cautious about their safety. They began to realize that fame did not always protect them from danger. This tragic event also revealed the hidden threats within the 1960s counterculture. What was once celebrated as a time of peace and love showed its extremes, as some people were drawn into a world of manipulation and violence. The carefree spirit of the era was replaced by a sense of unease. Hollywood, once seen as a place of dreams, now had to confront the reality that it could also be a place of tragedy. The impact of Sharon's murder reached far beyond the industry. reminding society of the potential darkness lurking beneath the surface. Sharon Tate is remembered for much more than the tragedy that ended her life. She was a talented actress, a style icon, and a person who left a lasting impression on those who knew her. Even though her life was cut short, her beauty, grace, and talent are still celebrated today. In the world of film, Sharon was recognized for her roles in movies like Valley of the Dolls, where she showed her potential as a serious actress. People believed she was on the verge of an even bigger career. Sharon also made a big impact on fashion. She had a unique style that combined elegance with a relaxed, modern feel, which reflected the spirit of the 1960s. Her fashion sense continues to influence designers and trends even today. Beyond her career, Sharon is remembered as a kind and loving person. Friends and family often talk about her warmth and down-to-earth nature. Her legacy is one of talent, beauty, and kindness, and it continues to inspire people around the world. Sharon Tate's family, especially her sister Deborah Tate, has worked hard to keep Sharon's memory alive. After Sharon's tragic death, Deborah became a strong voice in preserving Sharon's legacy. She often speaks about who Sharon really was: a kind, loving, and talented person, rather than just a victim of a horrible crime. Deborah has also dedicated much of her life to advocating for the rights of victims and their families. She attends parole hearings and speaks out to ensure that the people responsible for Sharon's death remain in prison. Through her efforts, Deborah has not only honored Sharon's life, but has also helped raise awareness about the importance of victims' rights. Sharon Tate's murder has become a lasting part of Hollywood history. The tragic event has inspired countless books, documentaries, and films over the years. Sharon's death shocked the world, and many people in Hollywood became fascinated with the case. It's been explored in various forms of media, including the recent film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino, which offers a fictional take on the events surrounding her death. This ongoing focus on the tragedy reflects Hollywood's interest in true crime stories, but for Sharon's family, it's a constant reminder of the painful loss they endured, and with a reflection on Sharon Tate's life. Though tragically short, her story serves as a reminder of both the dreams and the dangers of Hollywood. Her memory continues to inspire, and her legacy lives on, intertwined with a tragic moment in history. And with that said, thanks for watching True Stories. If this tale of mystery and superstition caught your interest, hit that subscribe button to join us for more fascinating stories from history's strangest corners. Until next time, stay curious.